My goodness, guys. I have actually got my work cut out for me. Don't mind me. I'm going to put some laundry away while I am talking to you guys because I had to hang some more out. Because, like I've said previously, oh my gosh, you're not even going to be able to see me. But then it's going to be dark. Hold on. This is what I'm dealing with right now. Is I ran without any light. That's alright. So my first day. Wow. First, I showed up at 8:30. I was supposed to show up at 8:30. My manager was late. But yeah. They were like, oh, you were supposed to show up. We thought you were coming at 8. And I was like, pardon? My roster says 8:30. And they said, are you sure? I was like, pretty sure my contract says 8:30. So I bring up my contract and it does for sure say 8:30. And they said, oh, well, normally you do the programming from 8 to 8:30. Okay. Wasn't told that. If I was told to come at 8, I would have came at 8. But I wasn't. So my manager was fine, and I've just asked her what time to come in. I've actually called her because I forgot to ask because they were going to confirm what time I should come in tomorrow. And so I called and was like, what time? And she said, again, 8:30. So she said tomorrow I shouldn't be on the floor and I should be doing induction. I don't think it's going to be all day induction, but I think I'm supposed to do some induction. I did promise the kids. I didn't promise the kids, but I told a group of boys who, look, they need something to do. They just brought in some little igloo type things to learn about the life cycle of a frog. So tonight when I'm finished doing this and after I've eaten, I'm going to try to figure out what activities I can do around the life cycle of a frog. We're going to get some tadpoles. They're going to be some tadpoles with legs and some without legs. And then when they hatch, we can go relate to them across the road at the Scouts thing. So yeah, so I didn't get told when to go for my lunch. Luckily, I saw there's this weird thing here in Australia where you get day sheets. I don't know if it's called a day sheet, whatever it is. Anyways, people in my room got a day sheet who actually weren't in my room. They were just in my room for the morning, not for the whole day. And so I happened to see it and was like, how do I know when my lunch is? And they were like, oh, you should have got the sheet. And it said my lunch was at 12. So that's fine. So it was fine. We had someone helping us in the morning. I kind of felt like I couldn't actually do anything because this girl even took over the circuit time and doing the acknowledgement. And I know the acknowledgement. It's here's the land, here's the sky, here are my friends, and here am I. We acknowledge the Quantamuka people, the Quantamuka people, the ancestors of this land, or something to that effect. That's all you did. And then she sang a song, which was interesting because the song, I actually kind of learned the song actually at my music from my old class. My old center, we just did a music day or music time, and the one girl there actually did this song that the girl did today. That was a Quantamuka song, so that was cool. So I kind of remembered at least the actions. I didn't remember the words, but I remember the actions, so it was something. And anyways, so the other person that's in my room, it's kind of annoying. She's actually only in my room Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from 7 till 2. So who else? Who knows who the other person that will be there the other 2 days? Hopefully it won't be a reliever. Hopefully it will be a scheduled teacher every week. But they're still hiring because there's just not enough staff. And I was shown, because like I said, my lunch was supposed to be at 12. I was supposed to watch for it. I didn't watch for it. It got to be 12:30 and I was like, crap. So the other thing that happens in Australia is you're not allowed to have your phones on you. You're not allowed to have your phones on you. You put them in your locker. Fine, whatever. But you literally think that if you weren't allowed to have your phones on you, they would have more than one, they would have more than one or two clocks in your room. But you know what? You don't. And yeah, the clock that's on outside is fine. I'm not putting that away fully because I have laundry to go on it. That's on the line now. But yeah, I just you even don't even have time to look at the clock. Seriously, you're so freaking busy. I don't feel like I did really much anything at all. Somebody had set up, the manager had set up a collage thing, which the kids really like. So I know that the kids liked collages, so I need to figure out. I need to actually find out what the heck is in my room. Actually have the time to look through. I don't even know where she got all the collage stuff. So I definitely need to ask her that tomorrow. Where is that resource cupboard that she got that stuff out of? Because I have no idea where it is. And maybe it's because I was outside all day, so I didn't get a chance to see anything. The other girl was on inside all day. It's just the way that it happened. We didn't really speak about it. It's just what happened. Anyways, so yeah, it came to about 12:30, and then I was like, hey, wait a minute, I was supposed to go on lunch at 12. But hey, there's only me and this other person in my room. So how exactly is that working? Because obviously we had about 20 kids. We were only supposed to have maybe 15 or 16 or something like that. But we had some pre-kindy kids in our room as well who maybe didn't sleep or whatever, transitioning into our room. Because school starts here in Australia next week, Wednesday. So most of the kids are leaving on Friday this week, and then the pre-kindy kids are coming through to our room. So yeah. So we had some of the pre-kindy kids, and one of those kids is a toileting kid. And she was a really cute little girl. But she had accidents. She was actually scared to go to the toilet by herself. Because eventually, after she built a relationship with me today, she kept asking me to take her to the toilet. So, but she had quite a few accidents, and Rana was like, oh, that's my other educator. She said, oh, her bag is in the other room. They didn't bring it over. And I was like, okay. I actually loathe when people do that. If you're going to actually have a child come into another room, then they actually need to have their bags with them. It's just the way that it should be. And one didn't really know that we needed to run this child. And the mom was like, she never has accidents at home with me. And I was like, oh, fucking hell. Anyways, so my other educator got the bag. And she changed her a million times. And I was like, after the third or fourth one I noticed, I was like, nah, we need to start running this child every 15, 20 minutes. This is ridiculous. She needs to be running to go to the toilet. And so we did that, and then she was good for a little bit, and then she had another accident, and so we had to change her again. And she had no more undies, so we put a nappy on her. Anyways, her mom showed up, and she was like, whose clothes is she wearing? And I was like, oh, is that not her bag? And I saw her with a bag on her, and it was a pink bag, the mom. And I was like, far out, Brussels sprout. I I was like, her bag's not the frozen bag, is it? And she was like, no, it's not. And I was like, great. So I was like, that's all right, I'll just go get the frozen bag. Do you think the frozen bag was there? No. No, it wasn't. Somebody has taken the frozen bag home, because obviously it was that other child's bag, with all of this child's wet clothes. Not wet, like wet wee clothes, which is disgusting. And yeah. And the mom was like, well, she goes to another kindy for 2 days, and then her last day is Thursday. Look, I can understand communication has been so bad at this place. I totally understood after today. I totally understood why people are fed up and why people are upset. My manager actually has a vision to make it better. She's got rid of all the old staff. I don't know how well that was, but she didn't like that they were all young, so she got rid of all of them. They were pretty close with the families, and pretty much didn't engage very well with the families at all. The families thought they were amazing because they had really good, they didn't engage with the children. They were really good with engaging with the staff and families, with like putting up stuff on whatever the equivalent to Story Talk is, Kindermite and stuff like that, and giving them like information about their day, but they didn't know how to engage with children. So I definitely want to do both. I think there is definitely allowance to let parents know what their kids are doing, and it helps them to be able to talk about their child's day at home, like what they did and stuff. So I definitely want to get in some like activities and stuff. But yeah, I felt really bad. This mom was not a happy camper when she left, and I was just like, I'm so sorry, like I've only just started in the room, and yeah. And it's just crap because this child actually isn't even in my room, and now I've got a bad rep. A little bit, so. So I told my manager, and she was just like, I'll put a post up on Kindermate. I can't even tell you who. I said I can't even tell you whose bag she actually took home because I have no idea. Don't have a clue. I found it very hard to know who all the children were because they were pre-kindy and kindy children. So I found it very hard to like learn their names. There wasn't even very many of them, but I just struggled. Which I need to do better at tomorrow. And like I said, there's 3 boys. Hopefully they're going to school soon. Gosh, if they have to stay for another year, I'm hoping they're going soon. And not being held back, because that would just absolutely kill me. So we'll just see what happens. Sorry, I've got something on my leg, and I feel like it is weeping a little bit. It goes on my couch, and it is ruining my couch a little bit. Yes, it is. And so it's not a good thing whatsoever. But yeah. And then, like, I had one of the staff members say to me, communication's really bad. You're basically just left to your own accord. You just kind of have to do things, because I was like, fuck, I didn't even clean. And they were like, well, you need to clean. And I was like, I know, but we had all the kids, like, one of us was inside, one of us was outside. And yes, the person who was inside should be doing the cleaning, because she only had, like, 4 children. But she was, like, I don't know, fixing the blocks or something like that instead of cleaning. So we need to do that a little bit better and be like, okay, we just need to communicate a little bit more and kind of be like, look, I'm happy to take the kids who are not sleeping outside and just close inside, and somebody does the somebody does the cleaning while the other person is outside with the children. So we need to definitely figure out that, because we need to be cleaning the toilet at lunchtime and mopping the floors after they've had their food. So definitely gonna look into that, and just trying to find a band-aid because I have a cut on my leg, and no band-aids because this is the story of my life right now. Yeah, so look, I was prepared for this. I knew that it was going to be like this. I was hoping it wasn't going to be like this, but I do see where the manager wants to go. I definitely think she's a manager that you don't want to tick off at all. But yeah, hopefully with the manager on board, and if I work closely with her, we can get something sorted, because this is just not gonna work otherwise. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say. That is just the Frank of the matter, and you know, I was supposed to be able to leave there at 4. I didn't leave there till 4:15, so I didn't get on the train till 4:40. Which means I didn't get home till 5 o'clock. So that's not ideal. I want to be leaving there at 4. I had to let somebody else go. I didn't have to let somebody else go, but I thought, it's my first day. The other teacher has been here since 7:30. She was also taking her child home with her. So I was like, you know what? We can do this. Like, I will stay. That makes sense for me to stay. Because I started at 8:30 and she started at 7:30. So I definitely don't want her child doing longer shifts either. So, and they do an hour long. She must have done an hour long lunch break. So most lunch breaks are an hour long. My lunch break is only half an hour, which is fine. I don't actually care. But yeah. It's just, yeah. I don't know what to say. I am just gonna try to make it work, really. But yeah, am I disappointed? Yes. But do I have freedom in it, and do I feel like, you know, they see potential in me and I can see potential in them? Yes. I need to definitely get the boys in my class doing something, because they are just crazy. The autistic kid we had today is actually not too bad. I'm hoping the other boy, even though he's nonverbal, is the same, not too bad. But I don't know if they play off of each other. So that could be a handful, and I'll feel bad if I'm actually not in there tomorrow and it is just trying to run the show, because I need to do some induction. But I know that there's more induction for me to do as an ECT, and there's a lot more responsibility for me. So I definitely need to have this induction, but whether or not it happens tomorrow, I don't know. They said that we were supposed to have way more staff on board today, but of course everybody got Monday-itis, and it is a real thing, and it especially happens in New Zealand and Australia, and I guess probably especially where people are a little bit unhappy, and I feel like there is a lot of that going on. They said people are supposed to be responsible, and a lot of dodgy stuff is going on. So I feel bad because this girl has told me this. I actually don't even know what her name is. Can't remember her name. She seems lovely, but she's definitely saying as it is. So, and you know what? That is fine, because that's what I did at my other thing as well. Like, I am like, yep, we got some work to do. We have got some work to do. But I don't think it's work I can't do. if that makes any sense. So we'll just say, I'm just worried, yeah. I just don't want to have a fail. I don't want to have another fail. But yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what is going to happen and what this new year. I know they're trying so hard to get good quality staff, so hopefully they'll get some of that.